Alright, John Oakes here with Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location, and today we're bringing you something just a little wee bit different from our normal cars that we have here, although it does kind of fit in. Sitting beside me here, it's a 91 GMC Syclone pickup truck. Now, how does this fit in with the rest of our cars? We typically do a lot of muscle cars. This is kind of like a mini muscle truck here though, and again, it's all because of what's underneath the hood here on this particular vehicle. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. But as far as going over the vehicle, going over the exterior of it, obviously as you see here, this Syclone is done in black. That's the only color that these came in, with the red decals and the red badging on it. Now again, gloss black on the whole exterior of the vehicle, and then you'll see it's got kind of like this body kit that goes on it. This was factory, and this was done in like a matte black. So you have your fender flares molded down into your bumpers, and of course all the side moldings here, and even down the bed of the truck here and around the back end. So that's what you see. Now as far as, again, like I said, as far as badging and decals and so forth, it was kind of kept pretty clean on these vehicles. You did have the Syclone down here. You've got it up on the windshield too as a window sticker. So again, you can see all of our panels are nice and straight. Of course, it's a 91, and again, our body alignment on all of our panels are about as good as what you could ask for on this vehicle. Glass the same way, windshield, side glass, the mirrors, and the rear window, those are all in great condition. No chips, scratches, or cracks whatsoever. Again, the mirrors on both sides, those are in great shape. We'll go ahead and open this up, take a look inside. Again, this is typical what you would find in these vehicles. You've got the cloth bucket seats in there, all black with the red piping to go along with the rest of the theme of the vehicle. That's the factory dash that you see in there. So everything you see, this is just as it would have come from the factory. Factory gauges, factory steering wheel, all of that stuff. And again, the carpeting for a 91 in really good condition too. All of your weather stripping and seals around the doors here, those are all in great shape as well. So we'll close this up. We'll get you a shot from the other side as we get there. And again, it closes up nice and easy too. You don't have to slam it to get it to shut. Again, your bed here, nice and straight the whole way back on the bed. Now, wheels and tires. This is exactly the wheel that this truck would have come with. So these are factory GMC Syclone wheels, aluminum 16 by 10s on all four corners. Now for tires, these are the, I believe, the Goodyear Eagle GT2s 245/50 R16s on all four corners, and the tread is in good condition on these. As we come around the back now, again, you'll notice that your cladding here on the side comes around, blends right in with your rear bumper here. You see your dual tailpipe here coming out from underneath. Again, more of the red decals there for the Syclone, and again the GMC here on the back. We'll open our tailgate up, and then you can see the condition of the bed too. Bed's in excellent shape, nice and straight through there. Again, doesn't look like anything's really been hauled in this thing. Again, you can see the condition of your rear window, and it is tinted, so you can see that from back here. And again, the tailgate's in great condition too. All your tethers are there too. So we'll just close that up. Got a set of floor mats there too for you. So again, it shuts nice and easy. We'll work our way around your taillights, the lenses and the bezels around those. Everything's all blacked out as far as the bezels. There is no bright work on this truck. It would just be kind of out of place on a vehicle like this. And your taillight lenses, those are in great shape. So again, down this side of the vehicle now, again, nice and straight. You see the wheels and tires. So we'll get to our passenger side door here. Again, we do have the mirrors on both sides. And again, you can see the glass is in excellent shape. We'll open up from this side. And again, you just get to see from this side. So you'll see the condition of the upholstery is in really good shape. Your seats don't have any tears in those. Again, your carpeting is the factory carpeting, and it's in great shape. Dash, the same thing across the top, in great shape. No cracks or anything in your dash pad. So we'll close this, and we'll walk our way up to the front of the vehicle now. Again, all metal here. There's no fiberglass or anything. The only thing you do have is the plastic, like the body kit around the bottom. You see your hood, again, factory steel hood. All your gaps and elevations around there are in great condition. You can see the windshield, again, that's all in great shape too. And then up front here, this is your grille. Again, all kind of blacked out up front here to go along with the theme of the truck here. You've got your GMC logo down there, and again, you can see that front bumper down there too. It's in excellent shape. Now, we'll go ahead and pop our hood, so let me go ahead and do that for us. And then that way we can talk a little bit about this engine that's in here. Okay, so this is why I say it kind of does go along with what we do here. Like I said, a mini muscle truck almost is what it is. So this is what made the Syclone what it was and why it was so popular with people back in the 90s there. This had a 4.3 liter, 262 cubic inch turbocharged V6 engine. Now this motor put out about 280 horse, and although that may not sound like a lot, for a little truck like this, that was more than enough to get this thing up and going. It was a really quick and speedy little truck here back in the day. So again, everything you see here, this is original. This is the factory motor. So again, the original miles on this vehicle is what you see on the odometer. Again, you've got your turbo over there. It's air conditioning, so you have all your modern amenities, your power brakes, your power steering, all of that. That is what you see underneath here. You got your air intake here to help feed the turbo. Again, just a nice all-around truck that's been kept up and maintained very well through the years. And again, it's going to, bring a lot of enjoyment to the next person that owns this vehicle. So behind this motor then, as far as the transmission, you had the 4L60 automatic transmission, and then for the rear end it was a GM 10 bolt, and it had a 343 gear in it. So again, a good gear to get you up and going pretty quick, and still yet you were able to cruise around in it, and it didn't over rev just driving down the road all the time, just normal. So again, real nice vehicle here, nice and straight, paint's in great condition on it. You've got the turbo to get you up and going there quick. So that's pretty much it for our Syclone. So what we're going to do now is I'll get this all closed up, and then we're going to take it back, put it on our lift, show you the underside, and then we'll fire that motor up so you get to hear what it sounds like. Alright, so we're standing underneath our 91 GMC Syclone pickup truck here. So we're just going to go through front to back on this thing, show you exactly what we have as far as steering, suspension, braking, driveline, and frame and floors. So starting here at the front with the suspension. This is all the factory suspension that this truck would have come with. It's got a big, heavy-duty front sway bar here. Your bushings on both the ends and at the frame, those are all in great shape. Again, all of your stock A-arms here, both uppers and lowers. And this has kind of like it's a torsion bar type front suspension. You see the big, long torsion bars back here coming all the way from the front A-arms there, back here to your support. Then as far as steering, the rest of the steering, it's power steering on this vehicle, power brakes too, and you've got disc brakes up front, drums out on the rear of the car. And then as far as wheels and tires, these are 16 by 10 aluminum wheels. These are the factory Syclone wheels that would have came on these. And then as far as the rubber, it's 245/50 16s on all four corners too. And the tread on all these tires are very good. Again, nice looking tread on them too. It's a Goodyear Eagle GT2 is what's on here for rubber. As far as the driveline, we'll go through that real quick. We have, as far as the engine, again, this is the factory engine. This is a 4.3 liter turbocharged V6 motor. Again, this motor will get this truck up and running real quick for you. We've got behind that the 4L60 automatic transmission. Now our oil pan on our motor and our tranny pan here, these are all very dry. There's no drips or leaks to go over whatsoever. Back here at the rear of the transmission, our seal here at the output shaft, those are nice and dry too. Of course, we have the drive shaft. This is just a two-wheel drive truck, so a drive shaft going to the rear. It's balanced. It's going to eliminate any kind of vibrations you might have there. And then, of course, we've got the GM 10-bolt rear. Now, the gear in this is a 343. So again, that's kind of a good gear for this truck to get it up and rolling quick for you. As far as suspension on this thing, as far as shocks, very good shocks. These are Bilstein shocks, both front and rear. Again, these are going to help this truck hug the corners and hug the road anywhere you're going in this little pickup truck. Multi-leaf rear suspension here on the back. And then, of course, you can see it's got the spare tire mounted underneath the bed. Now, your fuel tank, right here, the fuel tank is in great shape. Fuel pump there, it's electric fuel pump. All of your fuel lines and brake lines are run along the frame, very nice and neat on this truck. The frame itself is super straight, super square the whole way back through the vehicle. And the floors, again, with it being just a 91, it's not that old. The floors are in great shape too. There's no patches or holes or anything at all. It's good and solid underneath here. And from what I can see, I don't see too much undercoating whatsoever. Maybe a little bit on like the frame sections, but as far as the floors go, they're nice and smooth. Again, that shows that it was taken care of, because again, you don't see any kind of patches or whatsoever underneath here. Exhaust, it starts up at the engine here with the stock exhaust manifolds. Of course, we've got our exhaust coming down here, 2 catalytic converters, so it's going to keep you legal. And then it splits off here into dual cherry bomb turbo mufflers. And then, of course, tailpipes here that exit on the same side here out the rear end of the truck. So that's going to get the sound out back where you would like it to be. The bed on this thing, again, same thing as the floors. The bed is in excellent condition, no patches, no holes at all whatsoever underneath there. And the same thing with the undercoating. You don't see too much undercoating, if any at all, on the surfaces. It's just nice black paint. Again, it would show anything, and there isn't anything to show. It's in great condition. That is pretty much it for underneath our 91 Syclone. So what we'll do next is we'll get this down off the lift. We'll open up that hood and we'll get that engine fired up. That way you get to hear what that 4.3 turbo sounds like before you move any further.